Hello, how are you? Today is March 20th, the very first day of spring. Happy spring, everybody. Yeah, we're starting astrologically a new year. Because in astrology, not January 1st, but now the first day of spring equinox is really the first day of the year. So, instead of having additional angel card reading for this lunar eclipse in Libra that is coming in 3 days, today is Sunday, and Wednesday, the 23rd, we're gonna have a full moon and a partial lunar eclipse in Libra. To me, it's a lot easier to talk to you actually when I'm driving and channeling. So you're probably thinking, okay, so what that exactly means that is a lunar eclipse and a full moon and in Libra. It was a solar eclipse in the beginning of the month and the new moon in Pisces. Now that is not totally gone because these kinds of eclipses are very powerful and they last for weeks and months. Depends on who that is and what kind of planets we have in our birth chart. But in general, let's talk in general what that means. First of all, eclipse is and a full moon, time to release, time to let go, time to learn. What did I learn so far? Or from certain experience that I'm letting go of right now. Then it's time to heal, cleanse energy field. And that is all very important. Because if we don't do it, and Libra is a heads up for relationships first. Relationships in our romantic area, in friendships, work-related, career, business, etc., even neighbors, all relationships. And also Libra, let's don't forget, is about balance, compromise, diplomacy, fairness, justice, okay? Socializing. They are social butterflies, which is all good, but also Libra may be flirtatious because he's socializing and may be very popular. Also, maybe self-indulging. That's the dark side of a Libra. And it's not like the rest of us don't have dark sides. We all have them, the best sides and the dark sides, okay? But because it's in Libra, that's where we looking closer at. Also, Libra may be very indecisive. They actually famous or infamous for. They cannot make the decision because they are the air signs. They thinking, they analyzing, they over-analyzing, and when they already came up to some, with some conclusion, they start to doubt, and they starting to analyze again. That's what it is. So they indecisive. They don't know. They also changeable. So they already told you they're gonna do it, and they will suddenly go flaky on you. Boom. Now they want something else, okay? So they also love to talk. Boy, Libra can talk, and they love to talk to everybody who would love to talk to them. It's true. And of course, sometimes happens, not all Libras, if you number 7, let's say, and your life path number, and you little loner, it may be that you even like to be like a hermit. But we're talking generally what a Libra represents. And because of all of this, with this lunar eclipse in Libra, we need to look at ourselves for all those qualities. What do we have good in us, and what we have, what Libra has, what Libra represents in us. Should we be more decisive, less flirtations, because it may lead people to wrong conclusions? Maybe we shouldn't be so flaky. Also, what Libra has is, once they make up the decision about something, once they make up the opinion, even more than decision, they kinda, that's it. That's what it is, and they don't like to be challenged. So if you tell them otherwise, they may argue with you. It may even get ugly. They don't like to be proven wrong. And boy, they love to please people. So they sometimes dishonest with themselves, dishonest with others, because they don't like to be criticized. They love to be smothered, although they will never admit it. They love the truth, but in reality they don't. They love to hear what they love to hear, and that's why I'm making this video. Because you know what? This year, I'm 50 years old. And interestingly enough, I was born in 1958. And that hit me. I never look at my age. It really means nothing to me. It's a number. This is the first time, the very first time that it caught my attention. Because, okay, it's aligning with, in my mind, is all about aligning with who I am, with the true me. 5 stands for a change that leads to transformation. 8 is a power number. It's a success number. So it's like power in transformation. And now, what's the transformation? I became really sensitive to the truth to be told. I always had that sense of fairness and justice in me. Justice for all. But now, especially, is very, very important that I'm honest about who I am, what I stand for, what I say okay to. And being a sheep never was in my cards. I'm more of a rebel. I just don't believe to a horde of people like a sheep going in one direction. No, that I have too much Aquarius in me. But now more and more I'm going that way. So I understand the people's frustration. And because it's the time to release. Now, what we need to release, sometimes relationships. Here you go, Libra. Relationships, all kind of relationships. The outdated beliefs. You may believed in something for many years just because somebody else believed in it, like your own family. But it doesn't ring the bell. It doesn't sound true anymore to you. Time to let it go. Or the relationship that really not just didn't serve any good, but actually was very toxic. Perhaps it's time to let it go if it cannot be repaired. So for everybody will be different. And if you're already breaking up with anybody, then it's also time to cleanse your energy and really forgive. And you saying to me right now, Grace, what are you talking about? How can I forgive for lying, cheating, and deceiving me for years? He was with me, and every time I left his place, he called or he received a phone call from another woman. And Grace, my wife still is after his old flame. And yes, even if I let her go, do you know how many sleepless nights I had because of her? How she really hurt me? I did nothing but took care of her. And how she paid back? She was lying and deceiving me. And you can go on and on and on. And some of you, like I live on the East Coast in US, and people usually now when March starts, coming back from Florida, and you will say, yeah, and they coming from Florida, from their summer homes, and now she will be back with her old flame, cheating on me again. But this time, I'm gonna catch them. I'm gonna prove to them that my intuition works really well. It's just a matter of time. That's why we have all cameras now. That's why we have Periscope. It's gonna boom, right, go around the world. And maybe you're hitting the wall, the board, the whatever you have. But here is the good news. Oh, is there any good news, Grace? Interesting. I'm suffering. I've been in pain for so many years. This should got you, believe me. I know the pain. Been there, done that. But like I said, it's a good news. It's always that silver lining. First of all, it's karma. They will get what they deserve. Don't be judgmental. Don't be harsh. As they say, every dog has his day, which I don't know why they say that. I love dogs, cats, so I don't even know what that means. But it's all predestined. It's okay. Just learn from this experience what you're supposed to know. So when you jump into the next relationship, you don't have to learn the same lessons again, over and over, and maybe even come back in the next life really quickly to learn again. That's number one. Number two, as we're coming to Sigurd, the next favorite place of mine. Believe me, when you get to the other side, and someday we all will, you're gonna look at those people who caused you so much pain today, in recent years, whatever, in your life, so much pain. They hurt you so much. All those triangles, love triangles, you're gonna smile and you're gonna hug them. And you're gonna tell them, I love you. Why? Simply because that was only a life lesson. And that will be so obvious. Yes, we came here together. Not the first, not the second, not the third time. Most likely many, many, many times. And yes, we're doing this, and we still will be doing, because we didn't learn everything. But we love each other in a spiritual sense. Because as souls, we understand that everything has a reason, everything was predestined, was in our contracts, and that's so it was happening. So nothing extraordinary happened. Then we will understand. When we on this side, of course we don't. That's why we're so frustrated and so angry. Why? Because our ego is speaking, has nothing to do with our soul. Now, I'm not telling you what to do or what to think. You're still gonna do your thing, okay? Because we all have our own contracts. We all have our own life lesson, purpose in life, that is totally different than anybody else. So do your thing. Believe in what you have to believe. Just giving you a little heads up. Don't be too angry. Don't be too hard on yourself. Let go, release, learn, heal, cleanse your energy, and be happy. And be happy. Have fun. Enjoy whatever still you have in this life on earth before you return to the spirit world. I love you all. Sending you many kisses, hugs, and